Old Musician's Blog 118. You know, the way things are going, I could live 10 or 15 years longer from now. Pretty easy, really. It seems like. Given, the chances and the luck of the draw. I'd just be about as old as Clem, 15 years. I'd be as old as Clem and Joe. Joe, they're just turning 88. So that would make me right in that, and Lyle, there, all three of them, Hey, I could even live 20 years, and conceivably it'd still be younger than Warren. Those guys, lived a long time. It's not all pleasant though the way it's been. And unless they really take some, reverse aging steps, by in the next few years, where you can take a pill and it, reverses at least your cellular age, so that all of these degenerative illnesses and stuff just kind of go away. And it's possible that could happen any time now. I mean, there's a lot of investigation being done to it, and it would be a fabulous, fantastic discovery. And yet in the meantime, if that doesn't happen, you have to be prepared to let go of life when the moment occurs, because these things are not exactly in human control. At least not at the moment. Though we do seem to be moving in that direction, and I think that, given not too much longer, that we shall start to see breakthroughs in these areas. And of course, people like Kurzweil, that really working it, and they have the resources about it to stay alive, long enough so that you can reach longevity escape velocity, and ride the current into the singularity. That would be really interesting to be able to do that. I would like to be able to see that occurring, because I think that there is an occurrence going to happen with the acceleration of digital domains at this time. But finding out one of the great mysteries as to what it is that that occurs to consciousness at the end of life is also interesting and a valid experience in itself. So I'd like to be able to do that at a moment of choosing, and who knows, there might be research into looking over into kind of that other side of consciousness and how to bridge the gap during the living process. I think Heinlein might have talked about that in that Stranger in a Strange Land, where the Martians talk to their dead relatives all the time. And, that would put a whole layer of perspective upon the Earth as it exists in this time and space and age of wisdom.